Welcome to Make Sylacauga Healthy Again. I'm your host, Dr. Jonathan Douglas of Broadway Spinal Care. This show today is by request. We have an old assistant, Natasha, who asked me to do a show on anti-inflammatory kind of foods and what's the beginning point of getting healthier. And I thought a lot about that this week, and really the beginning point is also the end point. And so in 20-something years of practice, we have the same discussions with people all day long. And it really can be summed up through a skit by the comedian Bob Newhart, where he was a therapist, and he had people come in with complicated problems, and he had some pretty simple solutions. So today we're going to talk about that. What can Bob Newhart teach us about the beginning and the end of finding health in our life? Stay tuned. So this is a very famous skit that you can find with Bob Newhart on YouTube, where he's a therapist and this woman comes in and she has a complicated problem, and he listens to her and he said, "I have a solution for you." And she said, "Should I write this down?" And he said, "No, most people can remember it." And he told her, and the solution was stop it. And that sounds very, very simple. But for most people, that is absolutely the solution. And so let's run through the problems most people have with health, and let's see how stop it can solve them. So you wake up in the morning and you eat some kind of breakfast that's made up of toxins and sugar and just pure junk. How can we solve that problem? We can stop it. It's that simple. Now, it's not that simple to do it, but the answer is literally that simple. And then you go to work and you sit all morning and you should be taking breaks, but you don't take breaks. And then you run to the snack machine for the only time you get up during the day, and you grab, a Snickers bar or something that you know is not good for you. It's not going to feed your body anything you need. So what could potentially be our solution to that? Stop it. Same answer. And then we go to lunch and we go out to eat and we eat some giant meal made up of all kinds of things that you know are not good for you, and they're not going to feed your body anything that's going to make you feel better. And you're trying to figure out how in the world you feel so bad after lunch. Well, there is a solution to that. Stop it. And then afternoon, maybe we run back to the snack machine and grab some more stuff and eat another Snickers bar. Eat some Doritos, whatever it is, and then we feel bad. Our knees hurt, head hurts, all of it hurts. What in the world is the solution? We could stop it. And then we go home and we eat something. Maybe we go out to eat, maybe we eat something at home that we know is not good for us, and we feel bad afterwards, and we're trying to find out some way to find the solution. What in the world could be the solution? Stop it. And then we watch TV. So instead of going out for a walk or maybe stretching or going to the gym or doing anything at all that's active, making your body move, what do? We sit and we watch all these things. We got a show that we're binge watching, or whatever it is. So what in the world could be the solution to that? Potentially we can just stop it. And then we go to bed. And maybe we got a TV in the bedroom, or maybe we just have our phone and we scroll through a million things, especially political things that get us all riled up, or some kind of videos that are just kind of making our mind not work in the right direction. What can we do? We could stop it. So if you're looking for a direction in life, the simplest direction is to look at all the things you're doing that you absolutely know are not good for you, and you can stop it. One discussion that we have a lot in the office is, especially with guys are different than girls. We have to talk to them in a little different way. And when I find a guy that has a vehicle they love, I know I can get to him. And here's what we always talk about. We talk about this car or truck and how they baby it and take care of it, and how Your body is your vehicle for life. There is only one vehicle. You can't replace it. Now, you can do all kinds of things to it surgically, replace joints, whatever. Those are very complicated things. But you're carrying yourself in this one vehicle your whole life. And so they've got this car or truck that they baby, and they make sure it has the right gas and the right oil, and they clean it up and put it in the garage, and it's maintained meticulously. But they really could replace that car or truck the next day if it disappeared. It's so easy to do. They would never put diesel in a gasoline truck. They would be horrified by such a thing. And yet, they wake up and eat junk. They eat junk for lunch. They eat junk for dinner. They don't exercise. They don't maintain their body. And their body is literally the most important vehicle that they have. So what's the starting point for eating things that are healthier? We're going to avoid corn. We're going to avoid soy. We're going to avoid sugar. And we're going to avoid anything that's artificial. So when you look at a label, if it's something you don't have in your pantry and you have no idea what it is, if it's on the label, don't eat it. If we start with that, then we can start moving our health in a better direction, and we can start living by the stop it principle. Making bad decisions, stop it. And when is the best time to stop doing something that you're doing that's wrong? Today. Everybody says, oh, I've got a birthday party this weekend, or I have some kind of event, and I think I'll stop it on Monday. Well, you can always do that, but there's always going to be another excuse, and you just kind of get stuck in that cycle. So best time to stop it is today. There's a great song, Whiter Shade of Pale, that I love very, very much. And one of the lines says, although my eyes were open, they might as well have been closed. And most people walk through life like that, but you don't have to. You really don't have to. You can absolutely live in a different body, but you can't choose to do the same things you're doing right now and have some kind of different result in the future. So maybe today we stop it. We'll see you next time.